Okay, we are back on Hagenstadt with the ultimate challenge created by Ghost Tech Gaming. We've been busy since the last episode. I've done some contracts. I've added another greenhouse over here. We got $941,174 in the bank. Yeah. Time to purchase another piece of property. Maybe two. We shall see. Let's take a look. Alright, we're in field 1 already. I have fertilized it and sprayed for weeds on this field. And all we're doing now is waiting for it to grow. As you notice, it's not ready to harvest yet. On the other hand, over here, this field is almost ready to harvest. It'll probably be ready to harvest in the month of September. And it's potatoes. Yeah. Let's buy this farmland. We'll buy it. Alright, we own this field number 2 now. What we are going to do in this process here, we are going to purchase the soil analysis on this field and see what we need to do to this field. Alright. Alright, let's move off of that icon there. Okay, we need to spray it. Fantastic. Well, alright. Get back up here for a minute. Let's visit. Alright. The pH is bad and the nitrogen is bad. And we need to weed it. Oh joy. Alright. Alright, now we're down to $697,739. Okay. I know we're gonna have to buy a piece of equipment now. While we have the money, we are going to buy we're gonna go into the Colossus pack. And we're gonna buy this Colossus 8000 root harvester for $353,000, which I expected. Okay. We're gonna let it set at 45,000 liters right now at the moment. And we're gonna increase the horsepower just a slight. And we're gonna go with the camouflage theme. And we're gonna go with design 3. We're gonna leave the window just as is and the exhaust as is. Okay, we got all that taken care of. Alright. Alright, we're gonna need a potato header. We're gonna go with the standard potato header for this. And we're going to paint it camouflage also. No. That's not what I want. Yeah, we'll do that. Because it has potatoes on the front of it. Alright, yeah, we'll leave this at the camouflage state. We're going to buy it. We're also going to buy a sugar beet header too. But we are going to change the color on that. Being we're dealing with sugar beets, we're going to go with a neon purple. Ooh, that's bright. Oh my goodness. Yeah. See what this does. Neon blue. Oh, we're getting some color to it. Look at that. Snazzy. Okay, let's take a look at another neon color. Let's take a look at the green. Ooh, we got green hydraulic lines and so forth. Very cool. I think we'll leave it at that. That's our beet header. Sugar beet, that is. Now we're down to $273,287. Alright. That's good enough for right now. And that's at the store. Okay, like I said, we're going to need the lime spray and all that happy stuff. Alright, let's get rid of this trailer for right now. We're going to drop this off. The weight. Grab our sprayer. And if I remember right, our sprayer is over here in this garage. Where there's doors on it. Yep, that's where we put it. Alright, let's get this turned around. We're going to spray the weeds to start with. And I am going to fill this all up. Alright, so it's accepted in there. Alright, we are full. If I'm not mistaken, I can go in here. That's the bridge that goes across the river there. It's cool, cool, cool. Alright, this should be your potato field. Oh, why am I over here? I need to go across the road here. Whoa. That sounded like an electric car. Alright, we need to make sure something here real quick, like. Whoop. We're gonna take this by off. Turn it off. Alright, we are now weeding this field. Alright, let's get back up here. And we are killing the weeds. Bless you. Alright. We're gonna need a lime spreader, so we need to take a look, take a look at something here real quick, like. We are gonna take a look at these two right here. This is cheaper than the other, the standard game one, so we will go with this one right here. And we're going with the camouflage theme again on that. We're gonna increase the capacity. Alright. We still got enough money, and we need to purchase another one. But we're going to change couple things on it. Whoop. I'm going to put some color to it on this one. This is going to be for our actual lime spreader. The other one will be fertilizer. I'm going to turn all this into chrome blue. And the other thing that we're not going to turn into blue is the wheels. We're going to make them chrome. And there we are. And I still got $230,843. Now we have bought some equipment. He should be done here in a few minutes. Then we'll grab the camouflage one and put lime in it. The camouflage one will hold the lime. Alright. Weeds have been killed. Alright. I still need to put lime and nitrogen down. Go back up here to the road, and we are going to make a left turn out of here. And get rid of our sprayer. Well, actually not get rid of it, put it back where it belongs. And then we'll pick up the camouflage spreader, put lime in it. It shouldn't take much to do that. This is an incline here. A serious incline. Oop. I passed. No, I didn't. It's up here. ahead. Alright, let's go get our lime spreader. Beep, beep. Alright.
What are you doing, farming again?
Huh?
Farming?
Yeah. Glossy.
What's that, the bandshell all lit up in purple?
You see it? It's bright, isn't it?
Yeah, right in. Work for it.
What is that there? I didn't see what that is. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's solid fertilizer? Okay. Cool. Alright. I'll work. I can deal with that. I'm not gonna use that. No, if I remember right, where did I see that lime spreader at? I mean, that lime station. That's a port. No, that's a debris crusher there. Sawmill. Lime station. Okay. We can get our lime there. All this traffic. Man. You need to get a ticket. Blow it out of your rear. Uh-huh. There you go. Attempting to do something again illegal. Shame on you. Uh-oh. They didn't make it easy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there it is. Now I got 2 lucky horseshoes. Oh, we can buy salt fertilizer here too. Very cool. And we're waiting. I doubt if it's going to take all that. Traffic is relentless on this map. Alright, we got 50,000 liters of lime. I should be able to do that field there, field 2. Alright. We don't want to go up into the river here. I wouldn't want to lose the contents of this. Alright. Should be able to get this now. Alright. That field's limed. Where am I going? Holy mackerels. Now I might be able to cut some trees in this area over here to the left of us. We shall see. There's a watering station there. Water station. I could park this right here. All these sheds and stuff sitting all over the map. And I found another horseshoe. Look at that. Alright, let's take a look at something real quick like. Let's go up to our tractors. Let's see what we got for sale. We ain't got no tractors for sale. Alright. Medium-sized tractors. Oh, we got money here. Alright. Um, let's go with this bad boy right here. We got 190 horsepower for that. Okay. Medium tires, wide tires, narrow tires. We'll go with the narrow tires. Alright. What's that gonna do? Okay, that brings us up to 2003. $450,000. Yeah. We'll buy this tractor. Alright, we have 13,000 in the bank. And we have a little bit of fertilizer here, so we might as well grab it. That's not very much fertilizer. Alright. We got 4,000. Let's bring it up to 5%. Alright. Man, we went through a lot of money real fast. Yeah, we did. Alright, I think I can... can do this field in that little bit of fertilizer. If not, we shall see. Alright. I didn't think we were just gonna use all that, but that's alright. Let's take and park this over here. Whoa! Hello! Alright. Let's turn the engine off on this one. Alright. Whoop, we don't want to take this with us. Alright. We made it back safely with no incident. Let's top this off. Clean our tractor up some. It's gonna cost us $1,228 to repair. We're gonna repair it. At least it's $782 in the bank. Yeah. Okay. Now you notice the bank account is down. I did buy some chickens here to go with the company with that rooster. Alright. Let's take a look at something real quick. It's 5 o'clock, almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon here, heading toward evening. Let's take a look at our greenhouses real quick like. They're running. Alright. That should get us to the night with no problem. Alright. I think we're gonna go into the next month. It's 5 episodes, the 5th episode for the month of August, so we're gonna go into September. Once I find the houses. I think they're over here. What's this? Can't get in that. Alright. I think this stuff is dry. They need to take it off the line. And we're gonna sleep through the night. We're gonna get up at 6:30 in the morning in September. And the hour is just about up. Imagine that. Let's hop the fence. Drop down. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at our greenhouses. Uh-oh. Materials missing. That would be water. But before we do, I want to take all the crops out. Okay, when we slept through the night, we generated a little bit of money from our solar collector that we have placed. It wasn't much. I do know there's a few people doing this challenge. We got Triple D Honey, we got Farmer Donkey, and I think Old Gamer's Name and Wayne are gonna do this one. Not sure yet. I know there's a couple other people. I just gotta try to remember who they were, who's participating. I think Miss Dust Bunny said she was going to attempt it. Alright. Here's where the money will start. Nice. Got $194,114 with an environmental score of 13,102 for the olives. And that's going to steadily climb as I empty out the greenhouses. And we woke up to a cloudy morning. We got peas. Alright, while that's off, while we're unloading that, let's take a look at field 3, see what that's going to cost us. That's going to cost us $358,500 for 10 acres of tillable property. And that's going to give us those trees around this field too. Yeah, buddy. And with that being said, if you enjoyed what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't yet, it doesn't hurt to subscribe. Don't cost a thing. And most importantly, make sure you turn on that notification bell by dropping your tasty treat on it for a Benton Alvin. See you in the next episode.